welcome to SciMOD. This video show you how to create different kinds of meshes in SciMOD software. In this case we will use the option that permit create an automatic mesh, the simple way to create a rectangular, cylindrical, prism or spiral mesh. Here is an example. First we open SciMOD software in desktop and from the options we choose models. Immediately 4 windows will be displayed: Geometry Inspectors, Camera Tools, Analysis Inspectors, and the main window where the axes are and where we will see our model. Now on the Geometry Inspectors window we choose from the top options Geom. Here choose Elements on the pop-up button. Then Meshing and some new buttons will appear. If you pick any of these buttons, a new window with some spaces will be shown. For example, to create a rectangular mesh we put the length in X and Y axes, the subdivisions and the offset to the axes. And finally we create our mesh. Realize that the initial axes have 1 unit length, and SciMOD use the international system of units if the unit length represent meter multiples, or British system of units if the unit length represent inches or foots. So take in count this if in the future you want to include some measurements or constants. In this view of your model you can change the camera position to see the all geometry. Do a continuous view selecting it in Camera Tools or pressing C on your keyboard. To return the original view just select the discrete view or D in the keyboard. Also we can rotate and translate the view. To translate select this icon, or the T key. To rotate select the icon show or the R key. Now let's do a prism. First delete the previously mesh. And the same way we did before select Geom, Elements, Meshing and choose Prism Mesh. Fill the spaces as you need. Press Create and the prism will be built. Finally let's build a cylinder. Select a new model view on File menu. Go to Geom. On Geometry Inspector, Elements, Meshing, and pick Cylinder Mesh button. You will see the options to the internal and external radius, length or height of the cylinder, number of subdivision in the radial, number of subdivision in the axial and number of subdivision in height. Fill these as you need and create the cylinder. A very important thing to keep in mind for cylinder and spiral mesh is that the last set of nodes in the process of iteration are replicate. A sweep selecting those nodes is required. So select View Contour icon and you will see the line replicate. To fix this problem look for nodes on the pop-up button in Geom. Select all. Choose Sweep, and add tolerance of 0.0001. Apply it and check the new mesh contour. Now with this examples you have a brief reference of how create simple meshes in SciMOD software to make analysis over these objects.